Right, now in this lesson, I'm Mr. Simons. We're looking at reduction. We're introducing you to that. Right. Now, in short, cast rule simply, basically, we have a Cartesian plane that has 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4 in anti-clockwise way, direction. Here, when I calculate sine, cos, or tan, the answer will always be positive. The second quadrant, only sine is positive. Third quadrant, only tan is positive, and fourth quadrant, only cos is positive. Right, and this boils down to, remember, if we take the ratio y over r, x over r, and y over x, there y is positive and x is positive, so everything becomes positive. Here, for sine, remember sine is y over r, so y is positive and r is positive. But for the other two, they both have x, and you see in the second quadrant x is negative, therefore cos and tan would be negative there. In this quadrant, y over x, y is negative, or x is negative, y is negative. So tan negative divided by negative, tan become positive, but then the other two, sine and cos, becomes negative. And same goes in that quadrant. So that in short is called the cast rule, C-A-S-T. If we take the first letter of each word, and there we simply say all stations to Cape Town, or all sexy teachers are colored, but we'll leave that debate for another day. Right, so now reducing, right? I reduce, I'm required to take any angle bigger than 90 and write it as a acute angle that will be in the first quadrant. So there you see second quadrant would be 180 minus theta. Third quadrant between 180 and 270 would be 180 plus theta. And fourth quadrant 360 minus theta. In every case here, theta represents an angle that's 90 or less. Right? So therefore it stays in that quadrant. So in the first quadrant, all trig ratios are positive. So first quadrant, sine theta, cos theta, cos, and tan theta, tan theta. However, in the second quadrant, only sine is positive. Right? So if I say 180 minus theta, I'm writing something in the second quadrant, and that then becomes sine theta. Remember, theta is a acute angle that's 90 or less. Right? Cos 180 minus theta falls in the second quadrant, but only sine is positive, therefore cos becomes negative cos theta. And tan 180 minus theta, so 180 minus theta is always second quadrant, would then become negative tan theta. So only sine is positive. Let's look at the third and the fourth quadrant. So in the third quadrant, only tan is positive. So when I write 180 plus theta, I'm going to the third quadrant. 180 plus theta then becomes negative sine theta. For cos 180 plus theta, negative cos theta. But tan 180 plus theta stay positive tan theta, because in the third quadrant only tan is positive. For the fourth quadrant, we will write 360 minus the acute angle. So 360 minus theta would give me negative sine theta. Cos 360 minus theta would give me positive cos theta. And tan 360 minus theta would give me negative tan theta. Right, so in the fourth quadrant only cos is positive. Very important that you go through and understand this, because we will be reducing, and we would have basically 2 problems in grade 11 on reduction, counting all the way up to 12 marks. There's also negative angles, and there's different ways we're going to write these quadrants. But I hope you understand so far. Don't be afraid to pause, write it down, restudy it, etc. I'm doing this to help you. Wish you nothing but the best. Please like, share, and subscribe.